what do you do when you feel like you're going back in time, that all the progress that you've been making is suddenly out the window? Do you give up, or do you seek support? And how about if you have to see and wait for a while before you know what the results are going to be and what the next step will be in the future? Well, in my case, for those who do not know me, I'm hypermobile, which means that I can move my joints in directions they're not supposed to go, which is fine as long as I can keep my balance. And actually, it does have its perks, when something is on the back seat of the car, then I can just reach out and grab it. Usually I do have to relocate my shoulder when getting it. But, apart from that, it's okay. It's doable as long as I train my muscles. Well, so I've been used to this ever since growing up. And when I hit puberty, then I had to deal with not being able to run and jump anymore. Well, I could care less. I mean, let's be honest, it gave me the perfect excuse not to go to gym classes anymore. And then after high school, I discovered fitness, and well, I later became a medical fitness instructor and lots of other stuff, which in the end led me to being the coach I am right now. So it has brought me a lot of good things. Well, in the last 7 years, I had to battle with overcoming an ankle injury. Well, after 2 surgeries, this summer I could say, yes, things are moving ahead. And actually, I was getting used to no longer walking with my crutches anymore. Well, I've got 2 pair of crutches, and they are pimped. So one are my safari crutches. They have the zebra print, and then there's another pair, and that's more like patchwork, black and white. And I can easily recognize which one is the right one and which one is the left one because of colors. And I'm just used to them. And this summer I was like, okay, I need to say goodbye to them. I'm walking better and better, and I have to tell you that was weird at first, but in retrospect, I got used to it really quickly. And why in retrospect? Because a couple of months ago, I twisted my knee, and now I'm back on those crutches again. And today, I really felt, I don't know if it's lost or hopeless, or I was like, if this is not going to change, what if this gets worse? What if I cannot ride my car anymore? What if I'm going to lose my freedom? And I have to say that, in those last 7 years, I've been one. If I can do it, you can do it too. I mean, I traveled the world with 2 crutches and 2 backpacks on my own in 6 weeks. Well, actually, during the summer, I went through Europe, and later on I went through the US. And, it was doable. And in all reality, I was off worse than I am now. I mean, today I can stand on my 2 feet again, on my flat feet if I want to. And I can walk little distances without my crutches or with one. But one kind of sharp pain, incidentally, has made place for another one, which is more like a a very annoying kind of pain. And well, today when I went to the clinic for the second shot in my knee, last week was my right knee, today was my left knee, I was like, oh my God, but what if? So the good news was that even though I was really grumpy getting in, that by the time I left, I actually had a smile on my face. You know, I can easily switch back to the positive vibe, and I can really respect what people are doing for me. They are thinking with me about a solution. You know, what are we going to do? But it takes time, and I have to wait. And today I heard I have to wait till the end of September. And well, the thing is, it's so hard to wait for such a long time and not knowing what to expect. So today, when I drove back home, the cool thing was that Evan Carmichael had this topic, which is about resilience. And while I know a lot about those things, you know, a couple of things he talked about was, you know, about planning, getting things done. One of the things I really love is he calls it the pillow test, which has to do with have you done the things you wanted to do before you go to sleep? But in this case, the resilience is not so much about what have you done for your business. This is about finding support, finding connection to pull through. And that's what I loved about this session. So I won't repeat what I recorded. I'm Dutch, and we Dutch people can say certain things which might come across really harsh. And when I talked to some people, including Zen the man, he said, you can't do that. And well, I agreed. That's why I hadn't posted a video before. So the censored version is that I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do if this isn't going to change, because if I really am going to lose my freedom and I can't drive my car anymore, you know, where will it lead to? But yeah, I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't be like, you know, we'll see, something will happen. And I do know that I've got a huge team on my side this time. And I do not only mean the peeps I've been talking to, which was what Evan basically said, you know, getting that connection of people to work with you and to support you and to encourage you. And likewise, of course, I encourage them too and support them too. At least I hope they know I do. I do tell them, by the way, so it's not like I'm not saying it. But yes, there's some difficulty in not knowing what is going to happen. But yeah, I do have two doctors besides my GP who are really going for it. And I guess that I learned a lot, you know, in those past 7 years. I had to find different doctors as well, and physical therapists, and you know, there were so many people who didn't believe me and didn't think it was necessary to change things or to figure things out. So when my current surgeon said, you know, it's better not to do surgery, because if you do now, then you need an artificial knee. in 2 to 3 years, I was like, ooh, okay, that's a little bit quick. You know, they only last for about 15 years and then you need a new one and then a new one. And I do believe there's a limit to it. So I rather try different options. And yeah, I guess I'm a little bit impatient, which is also the result of what I'm experiencing nowadays. And it makes me a little bit on edge. And that's what I notice in daily life. And it makes me a little bit jumpy. You know, it's those things I notice when I'm in traffic. It's not that I'm not in control. It's just my adrenaline it's higher than normal. So that's what it feels like. That, you know, I'm more restless. I have less patience with other people. And of course I can and I do self-correct and tell myself, nah, you're not going to do this. But it's just no fun to be aware that something is off. And well, the good news is that I was able to talk to the doctors about it, and also to the lovely people of the Carmichael family. We call ourselves the family, the movement maker family. And I also talked to my sister about it for a long while, which felt really good too. And if I can give you something from this whole story, then it would be, don't give up, because you don't know what the future can and might bring. You know, if I hadn't experienced this journey, which actually started when I was a little baby, I don't think, or maybe I would, I don't know, but I wouldn't be as good in the job as I am right now. You know, I'm being the voice for other people and I'm teaching them to speak up and hence speak out. Because I know what the importance is, and I know the importance of every individual. And I would hate to see that they would feel as desperate as me, but then times 1,000 worse, and maybe like every day. I mean, just 10 seconds is too much, but just imagine that you feel so every day because you don't feel you have any support. So find that support and know it's out there. There are people out there who are going to support you. Just reach out to them. And if you can't reach out to them, reach out to me. And, well, possibly I can help you out. And, oh, well, that was a little light going down. So I guess that's the end of the video. If you ever want to talk or you want a free coaching call, just hit me up. You know where to find me, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. You're not alone in this. And I keep saying, if I can do it, you can do it too. So, find me.